What's good, everybody? This is the Game Hunter channel with another episode of Star Wars Commander Empire. In this episode, we're going to talk about the Shock Trooper because, well, let's go back in time, fellas, for a few seconds. And if you guys don't remember, you can always go to the description of this video. I'm going to post the link of this all episodes of Star Wars Commander Empire, because back in the day, in episode 22, we talk about the Shock Troopers. Because when the Shock Trooper got introduced to the game, they probably weren't the best unit in the game. The idea of a breacher was awesome. The problem is that as soon as they make a hole in the wall, they go straight for the headquarters. So they used to die extremely fast, like a sitting dogs, and that really sucks. So that's why we call these guys Shock Troopers in episode 22. But if we move ahead in time, by episode probably 114 with the Empire, again, don't worry fellas, if you guys don't remember, I'm gonna post the link in the description of this video. We have Super Troopers, because all the time the Shock Trooper become one of the most important units in the game. Why? Because they are able to clean traps, and that was huge. Remember when traps got introduced to the game, and they were it was a big mess. I mean, it was really difficult to keep your troops alive, because sometimes people they were putting traps in so many cool ways and strategic ways that it was really difficult. So when they introduced the Shock Trooper with the new ability of targeting traps, boom, the game changed big time, and Mr. Shock Trooper become Super Trooper. Now with the latest patch, we have another change. Now I believe our Shock Trooper is even more effective, and that's a lot more damage. So that is something that we're gonna check in this episode of Star Wars Commander Empire. So I hope you guys are ready, because we're going for a ride. Let's go to Dandoran for battle number 1. And this is something that you guys need to understand right away if you think that Shock Troopers are gonna be a main force in your army. One of the things that you need to understand right away is to please deploy only one at the beginning of the battle, right? Don't go crazy, don't get super crazy deploying like a 20 or 30 with the Shock Troopers, because if your opponent has traps in the middle of the base, they're gonna try to target those traps before anything else, okay? Because the main target and objective of the Shock Troopers are still traps. So things are not changing in that area, so you have to be ultra careful. Don't get too crazy just deploying a bunch of Shock Troopers in one go. Deploy one, see what's going on, pay attention. If all the traps are disabled, probably it's a good idea for you to deploy the rest of the army and take care of business. I really enjoy what the Shock Troopers are doing. Look at these guys destroying. Wow, destroying defensive buildings super fast, and this is something that we couldn't see in the past, because unfortunately, like I mentioned before, they were really good opening holes in the wall of the enemy base, but after that they were targeting directly the headquarters, and that was such a mistake. They used to die so fast, but now they're moving towards with the rest of the army, attacking every single building. Splash damage is also super important, and look at these guys are doing an awesome job. I would strongly recommend you to probably have a combination between Stormtroopers, Shock Troopers, Elite AT-AT, or maybe Heavy Cannon. That is actually a really interesting combo to try. So far these units are doing a really good job. 84%, 87% damage with, I believe I deploy only 11 Shock Troopers. But the damage that they're doing is great, because in the past, it was super funny. They weren't even doing damage to the enemy base, right? It was so crazy the low amount of damage that they were doing to other buildings. But now, apparently, the Shock Troopers are becoming one more time Super Troopers. Let's go for battle number 2. Let's go to Dandoran, and now I'm gonna show you why you have to be careful with the Shock Trooper or Shock Troopers, because they can be a headache, okay? Got a couple of Stormies attacking every corner. Everything looks super nice and dandy. Elite AT-AT is moving together with Shock Troopers. They're destroying every single building in the area. They already targeted a couple of traps in this corner. Look at this. Traps are getting detonated, which is exactly what we're looking for. But what happens if there are more traps in the map? Look at what happened. right now everybody was doing great, and all of a sudden my shock troopers decide to go in another location. They decide to change their mind. Let's go to this area because over here they're gonna find a couple of traps. So be careful if you're planning to use the combo Stormies and Shock Trooper, which is actually really good as far as I can see. You have to be very, very careful. Otherwise, you're gonna see these units going down extremely fast. Deliverance, thank you so much for supporting the troops. Now that all the traps are detonated, we can keep attacking. And these guys are so powerful. Look at these guys. I don't know how many rocket launchers we have in there. At least like a 10. Trying to destroy the factory. Can we destroy the factory, guys? So we can keep moving forward. There you go. And now we can continue destroying the rest of this base with this Shock Trooper. My Elite AT-AT, my regular AT-AT went down. That is not a problem. We already have 1 star with the Shock Troopers, and they're moving so good together. Look at these guys attacking every single building from distance. Just crazy. It's just crazy how fast all the buildings are going down now with this improved version of the Shock Trooper. Look at that. Post in the commentary section and let me know what is your opinion about this new patch of Star Wars Commander. Let me see if the Shock Trooper is working for you, because for me, as far as I can see, it's working like a charm. But I always wanted to know what you guys think. One of the only pro with the Shock Troopers, this is one of the units that you have to upgrade during a special event. Okay, in the past when the unit got released, it was like every single unit that you guys know, you can just go to the lab and then upgrade the Shock Trooper. But then a while ago they decided to change that. So now to upgrade your Shock Trooper, you have to look for a specific event in one of the planets, go there, get to the Ultra Chrome in order to upgrade your Shock Trooper. It's not easy. It's not easy. I think you can find also the Shock Troopers in some of those reward crates, right? If I'm not wrong. But it's not as easy as it used to be. Okay, so pay attention. Shock Trooper is awesome, but you have to upgrade these guys. Let's go for the final attack of this episode. All right, let's see what we can do. This base looks kind of interesting. High level shield generators. I don't see any oppressor or droideka. So let's see. We're gonna deploy one of the Shock Troopers. Okay, one Shock Trooper already found one of the traps. Another trap in there. Another trap in there. Okay, before we continue deploying units on the battlefield, let's be ultra careful. Let's trigger the traps before moving any further. Okay, so there's more traps in there. Hopefully yes, hopefully no. We're gonna find out in a few more minutes. Alright, I think it's a good time for us to deploy the Elite AT-AT from this corner of the map. We're gonna also deploy the heavy cannon. Okay, things are looking quite alright. We're gonna deploy another AT-AT in this corner to target the second shield generator. Probably, we can probably bring down one of the shield generators over here. Probably this one in the back. I'm not really sure if we're gonna be able to do one. Probably gonna need 2. Okay, and now it's time for us to deploy more Shock Troopers because we have an opening already. We already cleaned this corner. Ooh, there's enemies coming out from the squad center. This is not good, but we have a couple of speeder bikes. Hopefully the speeder bikes are gonna be capable to provide some support so we can keep the troops alive, and that is exactly what is going on right now. Awesome job. Let's see if we can also provide some extra support to the Shock Trooper because they're targeting another trap. What is the other trap? What are you guys doing? Oh my god, you have to be so careful with these fellas. They're such a kamikazes. Look at this. There is a trap in the middle of the enemy base. Wow, the Shock Troopers are gonna go against that one. Okay, this base was completely worth it because of all the resources. But that was actually a really good example. You have to be ultra mega careful when you deploy the Shock Troopers, okay? Because otherwise you can see some bad things. Bad things can happen. Bad things can happen. That gave me an idea. Probably a good strategy will be to deploy or leave at least one of the traps. Oh, that's a great idea. Leave one of the traps inside the base in case somebody decides to attack me with Shock Trooper. Oh, I'm talking about my rebels. Okay, not bad at all. We have plenty of resources. This attack was successful with 17 Shock Troopers. Like it. But again, at the last second, this is good because in this episode we were able to see different combinations or different situations where the Shock Trooper is being used. The first one was kind of like a simple attack, no traps. The second one, traps when it's in different location. In this one, we take care of all the traps in the outside, but there were traps in the inside. And the Shock Troopers got a little bit funky, but not too bad. I really like them. They're becoming one more time Super Trooper. Fellas, this is the Game Hunter. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share my videos, post comments in the commentary section. Let me know which troops you want me to try. I hope you guys understand that I'm trying to do as many Star Wars Commander episodes as possible. My idea is to make at least 1 or 2 every week, but for now it's super difficult because I have so many things to do. It's kind of tough. But if you guys support the channel, I'm definitely going to do my best to get that going. Fellas, this is the Game Hunter signing off. I will see you in the next one. Take care, everybody.